So be positive, be innovative, and don't fear to take small steps. And be consistent. The world is always for you.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Entrepreneur Bhutan podcast, where we bring you the real stories of a Bhutanese entrepreneur. I'm your host 𝐁𝐢𝐤𝐚𝐬𝐡, and today we're so excited to have you here with us. So they say the best ideas often comes from the simplest observation. Have you ever wondered how someone can turn a small spark of inspiration into a thriving business? Well, today we're about to find out. Before that, a very special thank you to the Department of Media, the creative industry, and intellectual property for their continued support. So this Entrepreneur Bhutan podcast is powered by Bikash Easy Shopping, who is our guest for today. So he's a visionary entrepreneur who has transformed the retail experience in the Bhutan by combining the convenience with innovations. So thank you so much for joining us today. So let's begin with your journey, La. What inspired you to create the Easy Shopping, and how has the experience been so far?
First and foremost thing, I would like to say thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity given to me, and I feel wonderfully privileged for this opportunity and to be a part of this wonderful episode organized by Entrepreneur Bhutan broadcast. So if I give a little bit introductions about myself, my name is Bikash Rai. I'm 29 years old and I'm founder of Bikash Easy Shopping, one-stop sleep solutions. And if I give a little bit about brief journey, how I've started my business. I must say business, or people can define business in different name, right? So before 6 year back, I was working in IBT time, International Business Time, as Singapore edition, as health journalist here. At the time, since I have to stay away from family, away from parents, brothers, right? Being alone at that time in a very different, crowded city, I used to feel that, I'm not satisfied with what I'm doing there. So I wanted to do something in my life that will change, not my life, but change my parents' life, change my brother's life. That was the core intention I used to have at that time. So immediately I couldn't do anything there. So finally I have to resign from that job, and I have to sacrifice that beautiful job and come back to Bhutan. Because being elder of the family, you know that how big a responsibility one has to shoulder, right? So I have to come back, and at that time, I had to stay jobless for almost 1 year, and being jobless for 1 year, having nothing to support my parents, I had to think a lot. So at that time, something really struck my mind. I wanted to go to {PRO: there, that I want to start something called business. Maybe in my life, I haven't noticed, I haven't dream of becoming a businessman or entrepreneur in my life, because I feel that I'm not meant for businessman. So there was a different world for me at that time. And finally, when all the responsibility lies on me, starting from elder family, financial everything at the time. So I wanted to start a small, start something. I don't know what was there something at the time. I wanted to start something that can help me financially, so that if I'm financially stable, I can help my parents to stay financially strong, right? At the time, my parents are working in PWD. You know that the condition at the time was very worse. They are hardly having a hard time. It was such a pathetic condition at that time. So I started from a very small scratch thing by selling shoes and all through online, going place to place, selling, keeping maybe 200, 300 margins. And after 6 months, my father said to me that, why don't you open a small outlet that will help you to start your business? So that really helped me. Then I started a small outlet in Phuentsholing, maybe at my own home. At my own home, I was staying in 𝐁𝐢𝐤𝐚𝐬𝐡 at the time. And I started selling shoes, small items, and keeping a small margin. That's how slowly. So that's how I started. And after 6 months, I was very confused about, what name should I keep for my business. So finally, I kept Bikash Easy Shopping, And that's how I started, and it's nice background story for you. I will share you if you have questions later.
So overall, so innovation is the key to staying ahead. So how do you keep the easy shopping innovative in such a competitive market?
Okay, I believe that if a house has to be strong, it has to be pillarized by 4 strong principles. If a house has to be strong, the 4 pillar has to be very strong. Then only the business will be strong. No matter you may have to go through lots of challenges in your upcoming days, but if the pillar is very strong, you will remain strong in the same manner, in similitude manner. So I believe in being innovative, first thing. So if you want to change the world, it's not possible. First thing, you have to change yourself, then only you will change the world in a small way, right? So I have implemented or integrated 4 principles in my business. Bikash Shopping is governed or supported by 4 principles. Number 1 is quality, number 3 is selections, then delivery service and convenience. And in this modern world, people don't have time, right? They are very, very busy, right? They don't have time to go to the store, see the things, they don't have time. We are living in this very busy world. So I wanted to, integrate these 4 principles, because this is the 4 principles which really help to stay this Bikash Shopping stable, strong, innovatives. Because at the end of the day, we are definitely looking for price, quality, and convenience, right? So that's how we try to stay innovate in this manner. Maybe like if I have to face some challenges, my team has to be very positive at the time to be innovative. So that 4 principle, that's we use.
So as of now, with so much experience and knowledge, if you were to start the easy shopping all over again with all this knowledge and experience that you have gained, what would you do differently this time?
Okay, I have to be very humble in this question, because to be honest, I'm not that knowledgeable person, to be honest. There are many things to learn in upcoming days. If I say that I've learned many things within the duration of 6 years, I've done everything, that means I'm being arrogant here. I'm not being humble here. So I believe in being humble. So during my 6-year journey, yes, there were lots of ups and downs, challenges. I did such a silly mistakes in the simplest things, right? So having to start from very scratch, from 0 level to 1, it was such a difficult for me. But however, I learned within 6 years journey, I learned lots of things. I have experienced many things, but through this experience, knowledge, and some of the things I've learned, if I have to start business Bikash Shopping in a different manner, I would actually prioritize 80/20 principle. Because what happened was, we used to put our 80% of efforts, and we could see only 20% results. That means we are multitasking. We were already multitasking. We used to bring lots of products at home, and if we are trying to focus on every product, what happens? We become no expert in anything. So now in this time, through experience, through knowledge, I will put my 20% effort, which will give 80% results. In this modern world, there are lots of things, there are lots of opportunities, and if you do not become aware of it, like social media, TikTok, everything, but majority of people in these days, I don't know, they don't properly utilize social media, right? Because of this reason, they become the victim of cyber, many things, right? But I would like to encourage them to, why don't you start social media in a proper way, being innovative, and earn money. Earning money is not that important, but being innovative and at the same time helping someone, being productive. So in this way, I will start.
So through this entrepreneur journey, you must have faced a lot of difficulties or some kind of hurdles. So can you tell us about a time or a situation where the things didn't go as planned and how you managed to overcome it?
Yeah, thank you so much for this asking this wonderful question again. Yes, being entrepreneur, every entrepreneur know that they have to undergo lots of challenges until and unless they are born in silver spoon, right? You know, as I've already mentioned that I had to start from very scratch, from zero, a person who had no experience or no business background, literally raw, right? Yeah, there was a lot of challenges, you know, when it comes to managing money, when it comes to managing team, when it's managing business. I had faced a lot of things, especially during, you know, pandemic and before pandemic. So let me cite my experience. Before, I used to sell mattress randomly, random mattress, right? And finally, after 6 or 7 months, I had to face the challenges of maybe it could be say repercussions, because I have no experience at the time. People are saying your mattress is sagging, this is not good. You have given us a local mattress, the quality isn't good, it is not helpful for back pain. That really pressurized me at that time. You know, I don't know what to do. How will I do at that time? Because I had no experience. I haven't done any rigorous research on mattress. So if I have no knowledge, then how can I recommend right mattress for right problem, right? That was the lack of knowledge, lack of expertise. Then that was the biggest challenges, and biggest challenges lost me money. I had to bear losses. I had to give everything through my pocket at the time. So whatever may be, I took that as a lesson, that as a challenge, that as an experiment for my business. Then I decided to go to factory. I went factory to factory, seen the product, experiment the things, you know, done experiment how products are made, which product is good for back pain, spinal problem, lots of. And after expertising all these products, today I feel that I do not recommend wrong mattress to the right customer. I know how to we ask some question to the customer, and we give right mattress for the right problem. That's how till now people are very satisfied. So these are the losses, challenges, and learned lessons I'm sharing to you. So one of the things.
Thank you so much, sir. So they say that great team makes great business. If you heard about it. So as a leader, as an inspirational leader, how do you motivate your team to align with the vision and values of the Bikash Easy Shopping?
Okay. There's a wonderful quotations. You know, if you want to move faster, go alone. If you want to move farther, go with team. That's a wonderful quotations or given by great people. I believe in this statement very strongly, because yes, vision and mission. That is my mission. I've started with that mission. I've started with my brother 𝐁𝐢𝐤𝐚𝐬𝐡. We started, but you know, if you want to reach to that vision, if you want to reach or to that missions or that destinations, it's not possible for me to alone, right? So in order to, if you want to move or reach that level, I have to educate my team. I have to make my team realize that this is our vision, this is our missions. After reaching that destination, these are the results we are going to experience, right? So in my organizations, in my company, you know, I don't treat my staff as employee. I don't treat them as a staff. I treat them as my team. I treat them as my member. Because, you know, I always tell them that whenever you enter into a shop, never think that you're an employee. Never think you're working under someone. Think that it's your own business. It's your own belonging. Once you develop the mindset of sense of belonging, that things will change everything, right? So, you know, don't try to pretend, you know, try to take care of it as if it's your own. Once you set up this kind of spirit, this kind of mindset, what happened? It becomes harmonious, right? It becomes so beautiful environment, and I'm able to educate them. I'm able to make them realize a vision, and that's how we will move forward.
So what's next for Easy Shopping, sir? Bikash Easy Shopping. Are there any new services or expansion that we can look forward to?
Yeah, there are, you know, there are many things in mind, but I cannot spill out loudly here. But yes, initially we have started with small things. Gradually we have added up mattress, then slowly furnitures, then sofas, and soon we will start electronic items also, home appliance, because I believe that, that will define the, Bikash shopping as one-stop shopping solutions, because our customer don't have to go from one place to another place to buy the things, right? Like when we're focusing on home setups, starting from sofa, mattress, everything should be available in Bikash shoppings. That's our another key point, another journey.
So, is there anything you'd like to say, or what advice would you give to our young, aspiring entrepreneurs who are hesitant about starting their own business nowadays?
Actually, maybe like through my experience, if I share, if I try to advise young generations, I can say that if you want to start a business of any kind, don't always think about money. Don't think that you will need to take a big step. You'll need a big secret. So start from scratch, start from small, and be consistent and be resilient. What happens, there are some groups of entrepreneurs, they start a business after a couple of years when there is lots of ups and downs. What they do, they just give up the things and try to change another way, right? We may change the strategy, we may change the idea, but do not change the destination, do not change the dream, do not change our core mission. So always be positive, just like your happiness don't last longer, your sadness will not last longer. You have to be positive. Yes, sometimes it's good to be negative also. It's good to be down also, because this will really make you to realize where you are at that time. But being immersed into that negative world and being victim of that is not good. So be positive, be innovative, and don't fear to take small step, and be consistent. The world is always for you.
So I assume that running a business can be demanding. So being a leading entrepreneur, how do you manage a healthy work-life balance?
Have all everything, right? You mean to say?
Healthy work and your personal life. How do you balance that, sir?
Yes, I believe that, if you want to stay mentally, emotionally happy and strong, firstly, your home has to be strong, your home has to be happy. So I prioritize home first. My parents has to be happy, they have to be well taken care, right? My family has to be happy. If they're happy, if they're good, then I will get energy enough to move forward. What happens in this digital world, when we're falling after dreams, we lag behind our most beautiful thing, most beautiful people, like family, our partner, our children, whoever may be, right? So I try to manage such a way that, my professions and my personal life go in parallel. That's what I go to gym, and I take care of my health. I do sing sometime, and I spend some time with my parents. But during the week, we have 7 days. I focus 5 days in business and 2 days in family. That's how I start. That's how I manage.
So talking about your relationship, family, relatives, and some of the important people in your life, who's been your biggest inspiration in your entrepreneur journey? So what impact have they had on your success?
Thank you so much for this asking these wonderful questions. I must say that this is the greatest opportunity for me to spill out his name. He's my father. Whenever I say about I always feel like cry. He has been my inspirations since childhood. Because of him, I'm here. I almost lose him for 2 times, but I don't know, whenever I talk to my father, it always makes me cry, I know that some of the challenges, difficulty he faced at the time, he sacrificed his life for me. And he is the person always with me who really supported me, not in terms of financial, but in terms of emotion, in terms of motivation, in terms of inspiration. He was always there for me. Without him, I don't think so I will be here. And secondly, I would like to mention my mother, and my brother. So they are the biggest inspiration to me. And wherever I go, I don't mind to spell their word, their name countlessly.
Sir, so thank you so much for sharing your journey and insight with us today, sir. So it's been a pleasure having you in this podcast, and I'm sure our listeners are inspired by your story. So we wish you all the best and for your future endeavors, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much.